this is the best hosting to use for your website. Hey, I'm Laken. In this video, I'm going to break down why your website speed and server is the most important thing of your whole marketing. So let's jump into it. So I just got a quote here. Cheap is expensive when it costs you, the customer. So the foundation of everything is your hosting provider. And if you go with a cheap hosting provider, they will have slow service because they want to cramp all the websites on one computer basically. And that will cost you a lot of money in the future. So what is hosting and why it decides everything? So hosting is a land your whole website is built on. So let's use this example. The house is your website. The foundation is your hosting provider, your website speed. And you can optimize your website's images, text, everything. But if your server or you have a cheap hosting provider, you are limited by that. And that's a crucial point. And think of it like this. You can have a race car, but if the tires are flat, it can't go as fast with a nice engine. And it's the same concept. You can have the best, beautiful website that converts all the leads, but if nobody sees your offer or how you or converting on the website and building trust on the website, it's actually useless, or it is just useless. So things matter when choosing a hosting provider. For me, it's speed and support. That's it. There's a lot of hosting providers. I personally go with A2 Hosting, but you can go with any hosting provider that has fast or turbo service basically, and good customer support. The reason for good customer support is, let's say one day your site goes down and your email breaks and you won't know how to fix it. And that's the moment support either saves you or leaves you stranded. A lot of things when your website breaks has to do with your hosting provider, and that's why it's very, very crucial. So it's basically for better results, you have to have speed and customer support, and don't forget about customer support. And like I said, that's why I go with A2 Hosting. So how does this hold up the whole system? How does your website speed, your hosting provider hold up everything? So that's traffic, Google Ads, whatever, SEO, your trust, building trust on your website, and conversion, actually converting the leads on your website. So traffic from Google sends a real person to your site. Trust is what makes them believe you're the real deal, and conversion is them actually picking up the phone. But all three sit at the top of hosting. So your hosting is the foundation of everything. You can have the best ads and spend the most in Google Ads, but if people click your ad and it takes 5 to 10 seconds to load, they are going to bounce. So your traffic is limited by hosting. Trust, people don't see your site, and that's also limited by your hosting. Conversion, again, from your website, that's also limited by the hosting. So that's why it's crucial. The hosting can be the bottleneck of everything. So fix hosting, and then the rest you can scale. This is just a quick, image to paint basically for you to understand how it would help. So if you increase your you can increase your conversion rate by more than 50% by just fixing your hosting. For example, let's say your site loads 5 seconds. Just on 5 seconds. And 1 out of 5 visitors actually convert, and that would be a 1-2% conversion rate. But let's say you fixed your hosting and your website speed is optimized and your website loads within 1-2 seconds. And now 3 in 5 visitors actually convert, and that's an increase in 50%. So with that said, just fixing your hosting, you can fix your traffic problem, your trust problem, and your conversion problem just by choosing a right hosting provider. So that's basically it. Just a quick summary. Your hosting, your web hosting is the foundation of your whole marketing basically, and I chose A2 Hosting, and I really recommend them for their turbo service and their customer support. Thank you for watching.